I was horrified to discover that every time I passed a train station, I would see the same old woman who seemed to be warning me about something. So I walked toward her. But strangely enough, every time I took a step toward her, the old woman would take a corresponding step back, always maintaining a distance where I couldn't see or hear her clearly. Fortunately, at that moment, a hiking lady happened to pass by. I asked her for help to find out what the old woman wanted. When the lady approached her, I saw the old woman seem to say something to her. The lady looked at me with terror and ran away immediately. I was terrified by this scene and quickly hid in a nearby inn, seeking help from the people there. The kind-hearted owner decided to invite the old woman in for a chat, but after the owner had a conversation with the old woman, just like the hiking lady earlier that day, he was so frightened that he fled in panic. So I decided to stay at the inn for now. However, it was strange. No matter how many days I stayed, that old woman showed no signs of wanting to leave. With no other choice, I had to go home and turn to my mother for help, because I believed my mother would naturally not be bewitched by her words. So we could hear my mother's conversation with her. We stayed on the phone the whole time, but who would have known? As my mother got closer and closer to the old woman, the voice on the phone became increasingly unclear until only incomprehensible static remained. I instantly realized something terrible was happening, but it was already too late. My mother was also bewitched by the old woman like everyone else. No matter how I shouted, my mother didn't stop walking and finally left me with an extremely disgusted look in her eyes.